Picture this, you're about to do work on your business and studies. You open up one of the assignments, you start doing it. But then, as you get bored, you start to think about other things. You start to think about your relationship, you start to think about your family, you start overthinking stuff. For the 15 minutes of the time spent, you have done nothing. You have been hysterically staring at the screen for 15 minutes because you got bored, and your subconscious brain tells you something. You should open a tab. And then it's already 12 a.m. That was me around 3 years ago when I was still playing Minecraft, and I would literally grind the entire day while I had online classes. I think it was around 7:30 a.m. when I wake up, and then I started playing Minecraft immediately. Like I was excited to play Minecraft. So it was like my ambition to actually play Minecraft back in the day. Sometimes my teacher calls me, and I don't know the answer to the question, so I kind of searched in Google or something. But anyway, that was 3 years ago. I had bad focus. I had bad mental health. I had ADHD. I couldn't even like focus on the screen for like 5 seconds without touching Minecraft, without touching YouTube. I even got caught once watching YouTube in online classes. Like I was unmuted. That was the most craziest moment of my life. It was kind of funny because I was kind of biting my nails and shit. Fast forward now, I've been working hard. I've been trying to earn money in different businesses, and I wish to retire my family by the end of a year or so. So let's talk about that one habit that changed my life, and it will change yours too. And we're gonna be understanding about consistency and why some people can't really be consistent in self-improvement or their work. The first thing is always the obvious one, the distractions. Like in the modern world, we have all these technologies, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, so much to choose from. And when your brain tries to choose from studying or watching YouTube, most people would actually, their brains will just start picking YouTube for some reason because it's in the pursuit of happiness. Like, if you deem YouTube more valuable than studies right now, it's called instant gratification. Because you're taking the time right now to just waste your time for some really good pleasure right now, and then from your studies, or you haven't replied to that one customer we had in your business. So your brain will subconsciously choose the easier path, which is YouTube. And a lot of people that are addicted to social media, and no one is talking about that problem as well. The second reason why people lack consistency is because of the lack of planning. Majority of people, around like maybe 60%, don't even have like morning routine. Like they just wake up and just, you know, life take there somewhere or something. But they don't have a timetable to follow to it, so they don't have a really structured day. So they think like their schedule is flexible enough for them to do things that looks easier right now. Like for example, scrolling in your bed in Instagram. The way they structure their routine is basically they always get the instant gratification first before they get into late gratification, which is a problem for most people because they don't have like this kind of a structured routine. Because now when you don't have routine, your routine is flexible, and what happens if your routine is flexible? You would basically choose the pursuit of happiness. Like I said, like most people would think that their Instagram scrolling marathon will give them some benefit right now, but in the end, when they close up the tab, they have to go to work or something, they feel so groggy, they lose focus, and that's probably the reason why they keep delaying the work, is because they don't have a routine to follow. There's no structure to that routine. Okay, so the third thing is self-image. Now, I'm not gonna tell you for like some bullshit affirmations that you have to do a visualization thing. All these things kind of work, but the most single thing that you can improve on your self-image is to show that you are actually this disciplined guy. No fairy tales, no bullshit of this affirmation will give you discipline, like I'm disciplined, but you're actually not. You're just lying to yourself because your reality is worse than you actually perceiving that visualization. But I'm not saying that visualization is bad. I'm saying there's a better way to do this. The self-visualization. Alright. The visualizations, the affirmations are the easy techniques, which I'm not going to be covering. What self-image I'm talking about reflects mostly of how much you get after it. every single day. You get after it, you get after the work, you get after the run. You have to show yourself that you are capable. And how do you show yourself you are capable? You do the work. You do the work even if you feel pain. You do the work even if you are tired. You do the work even if like you think you don't have time. If you constantly put in the work, then you are constantly also showing yourself that you are actually capable of doing something. You are actually capable of sustaining this kind of work. Because the thing is, those visualizations, affirmations do work in some kind of way because you are what you think of. Sorry. But this also means that work can be also your affirmation. So whilst you are improving, whilst you are doing this good habits, you are also showing yourself that you are capable. Like even small habits. If you're not consistent in self-improvement, that means there is something wrong with how you perceive yourself. Because the thing is, most people, why they are so inconsistent is because they haven't shown themselves that they are capable in. Their body, their mind, their soul hasn't belief. It looks like when like for example affirmations. Sometimes actually you are lying to yourself, but like but if you don't put in the work, then nothing's gonna happen because your body hasn't experienced that pain yet. Like what it feels like after you have done that hard work. So this is another like type of affirmation, which is doing the work, and it's a little bit harder, but it gets the job done. Number 4 is the most obvious one. There we go. Number 4, the most obvious one is the lack of discipline. Like I said, this all correlates to self-image. This all correlates to lack of planning, and this also correlates to distractions. Because lack of discipline is the non-ability to do the work even if you don't feel like it. Because motivation, like most people emphasize motivation. Motivation is great if you like doing the work, you do it. But most people emphasize it so much that they forget that they can do the work even if they don't feel like it, even if they feel down, even if they're still like sleepy, they're still tired of work, they still do it because the thing about it is that once that motivation is gone, the person who relies on the motivation will slip back to their old reality. It's not about adding more work to, like, it's not adding about more work that you like. It's about adding work that you don't like, that builds the friction. Because consistency will take time. As long as you imply friction, as long as you imply small habits that implies friction, then you are also constantly showing yourself that you are capable, which is the one we talked about, self-image. And the self-image part will show you your body, your brain processes that, oh, he's actually capable of doing this work. And so you do the work. You view yourself as a disciplined guy, so you would do the work even if you don't feel like it. You see how this all connects? Because you're not going to be David Goggins for like once or something, but in order to build discipline, you must imply friction. So this is a misconception about discipline. Discipline is not like, for example, training for failure. Oh, you like training for failure, so you train for failure. Failure is different. That's different, alright? That's different. Because it might be hard, yes, but like you like to do it. Motivated to do it. Because motivation does not build discipline. They are both like yin and yang. And so when we try to imply friction, even if the smallest task, even if just cleaning one of your dirty ass trashes in your trash bin or something, you can actually still build discipline by that. Because the thing is, when you don't like to do the work, for example, a small habit that you don't like to do, you imply friction if you do it, and it trains your mind to work without your feelings. So That is the definition. Sorry for that entire rant, but now let's get into the habit that changed my life. We're just gonna go into a brief explanation of what this happened, which is called the advanced planning. I think I learned this from some YouTubers. I'm not sure, but I started to do this habit for like last 2 days. I think no, last just yesterday, but it actually kind of gave me very consistency results, because I also remember doing this plan when I was already in my self-improvement. That's why I was consistent, but I stopped doing this kind of habit because, well, I don't know why, but all these tables, like all these tables of habits that you have to do, etc. Like you check mark. But this is different than a habit tracker. This is not a habit tracker, but it is a routine that you have to follow. Now, this is not also a routine. You might be confused. What is this then? Well, it's actually called advanced planning. It's a different type of routine. But let me show you. But every single day, so basically every single day, you have to constantly plan every single night for tomorrow. Because the thing is, if we use a typical routine, like for example, 4 a.m. just drink water, for one work. But the thing is, life doesn't always go into our way. So we have to constantly, like for example, specifically for tomorrow, what I want to accomplish, not what is on the habit tracker right now. Like not the general thing that I have to do tomorrow in order to get work done. I have to also plan for tomorrow, specifically for tomorrow, not for every day. Because the thing is, the routine stays constant. So it doesn't get changed, because sometimes you don't have time. Sometimes you have classes. You have to change the habits, one of the schedules, one of the times that you have to do the habit, because life is inconsistent. And so what this advanced planning is trying to achieve is that we plan specifically for tomorrow, and we plan in detail. In detail, you have to ask yourself what you're gonna do, when you're gonna do it, and how you're gonna do it. And this habit aims to specifically detail what your tomorrow would look like, because, like I said, the routines are always constant. You can't change them. But what if you don't have time tomorrow? What if there's like kind of a thing that you have to do tomorrow which interferes with your daily routine? So this will help you to plan for tomorrow specifically with detail. By detail, I mean predicting what your day is going to look like tomorrow. So you have to do this every single night. Now, this requires also a little bit of discipline, because you have to sit there and then just basically just write down whatever the thing you're going to do. But this actually helps you to get consistent, because not only does this help you to predict for tomorrow, it actually helps you to prioritize the most important thing that you have to do in your habit tracker. But this is probably like combined habit tracker and routine. So I'm just gonna show you how I actually structure my plan for tomorrow. So you guys can see, it's kind of inverted. Hope you guys can see. I'm just gonna brighten this up. Sorry guys, if you're watching it right now in nighttime, it's kind of painful for you. So what I'm showing you right now is the time that you're gonna wake up. For example, what time are you gonna wake up? And by the side, you got the drink water and gargle, and then 4:01 we go work, And then now on the bottom side, we have to specifically detail the plan that we are going to do in that work session. Because if you just plan to do work without this one, this habit tracker is nothing because you don't have a specific plan to do stuff. So you're gonna mess up and basically procrastinate because you don't know what things you're gonna do. So this one, brainstorm or edit Instagram, something, etc. You have this checklist, and basically you get one of your original routines. Original routines, right? This is the average day that you want your day to look like, and then try to modify it for tomorrow. You have to predict what obstacles that you can fix tomorrow. You have to list down the factors of for you to stop achieving your normal routine, and then you modify it for tomorrow so that you have a specific plan. And like even if you have work to do, even if you have a school to do, even if you have anything that interferes with your routine, you can still stay consistent with this kind of routine. So that is it, guys. I hope you take this habit seriously because it really increased my productivity by 3 times. Because I know this habit tracker is for tomorrow, and planning it helped me to reorganize my thoughts, my to-do list, and basically achieve my desirable goals for tomorrow and the schedule that I have and when I'm gonna do them, and be able to be detailed on how I want to accomplish that. So yeah, that's it basically. I hope you enjoyed this video. I really appreciate if you subscribe, but you don't have to if you don't want. But I'm just here just to make videos for fun, and I like to actually just detail my life as detailed as possible. This habit tracker, goddamn, bro. But yeah, see ya.